In our research in London in the 2000s, we focused on features that seemed to form part of a multi-ethnolect in London called Multicultural London English. We noted that it emerged through contact between speakers of many different languages and varieties of English. But in recent years, the way we think about English varieties spoken in London has evolved. And this is something we are revisiting in our current project, Generations of London English. One thing that we're considering more closely is the strong influence of African Caribbean and particularly Jamaican language on multicultural London English. African Caribbean migrants were among the first large groups to arrive in the UK to fill labour shortages following World War II. And the language varieties that these speakers brought with them, such as patois, helped to form a variety which has been called London Jamaican, which was a mix of patois and London English or Cockney. As time went on, London Jamaican became more like English, and today this has become what is now often called Black British English or BBE. BBE is very similar to MLE but contains some unique features. This helps to explain some of what we found in our research on multicultural London English in the 2000s, where we saw that rather than being ethnically neutral, some lexical features such as address terms like blood were used almost exclusively by people of African Caribbean descent. While many linguistic features are indeed shared between Black British English and MLE, it's clear that other features aren't. In the Generations of London English project, we're interested in looking more closely at how Black British English and multicultural London English relate to each other, as well as to other varieties spoken in London like Cockney and British Asian English. In particular, we want to look at how the Englishes spoken in London have changed over time, and how individuals draw on these different varieties in their speech through their lifetimes. It's a particularly good time for us to look at the Englishes spoken in London and how they've changed. This is because the speakers of multicultural London English and other ethnic minority varieties that we looked at in our previous research are now middle-aged, and there are new generations of speakers for us to learn from. This means we have the opportunity to look at how London speech has changed over time, looking at what happens as people age, as well as changes between generations.